Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for June 19, read by Craig M. from Denny, Scotland. AA Thought for the Day. Progress. Day by day, we try to move little toward God's perfection, so we need not be consumed by maudlin guilt for failure to achieve His likeness and image by Thursday next. Progress is our aim, and His perfection is the beacon, light years away, that draws us on. It's a letter from Bill W., 1966, as Bill sees it, page 15. Thought to consider. There is no progress without change. Acronyms. God. Good, orderly direction. Just for today. It keeps getting better from getting active. After our first month's sobriety, many of us notice a distant difference. After 3 months, our mind seems still clearer, and during our second year of recovery, the change is striking. More mental energy seems available to us than ever before. It's from Living Sober, page 16. Daily Reflections. AA Regeneration. Such is the paradox of AA regeneration, strength arising out of complete defeat, and weakness, the loss of one's old life as a condition for finding a new one. It's from AA Coming of Age, page 46. 1,000 Beatings by John Barleycorn did not encourage me to admit defeat. I believed it was my moral obligation to conquer my enemy friend. At my first AA meeting, I was blessed with a feeling that it was all right to admit defeat to a disease which had nothing to do with my moral fibre. I knew indistinctly that I was in the presence of great love when I entered the doors of AA. With no effort on my part, I became aware that to love myself was good and right, as God had intended. My feelings set me free, where my thoughts had held me in my bondage. I am grateful. As Bill sees it. Whose will? We have seen AAs ask with much earnestness and faith for God's explicit guidance on matters ranging all the way from a shattering domestic or financial crisis to a minor personal fault like tardiness. A man who tries to run his life rigidly by this kind of prayers, by this self-serving demand of God for replies, is a particularly disconcerting individual. To any questioning or criticism of his actions, he instantly prefers his reliance upon prayer for guidance in all matters great or small. He may have forgotten the possibility that his own wishful thinking and the human tendency to rationalize have distorted his so-called guidance. With the best intentions, he tends to force his will into all sorts of situations and problems with the comfortable assurance that he is acting under God's specific direction. That's from the 12 and 12, pages 103 to 104. The Big Book quote. We feel that elimination of our drinking is but a beginning. A much more important demonstration of our principles lies before us in our respective homes, occupations and affairs. It's from Alcoholics Anonymous, 4th edition, There is a Solution, page 19. Humility. Humility is a perpetual quietness of heart. It is to have no trouble. It is never to be fretted or vexed, irritable or sore, to wonder at nothing that is done to me, to feel nothing against. It is to have a blessed home in myself where I can go in, shut the door and kneel to my higher power in secret, where I can be at peace, as in a deep sea of calmness, when all around and about is seeming trouble. It's an inscription on Dr. Bob's desk. 24 hours a day. AA Thought for the Day. We have this choice every day of our lives. We can take the path that leads to insanity and death, and remember, our next drunk could be our last one. Or we can take the path that leads to a reasonable, happy, and useful life. The choice is ours each day of our lives. God grant that we take the right path. Have I made the right choice today? Meditation for today. Your real work in life is to grow spiritually. To do this, you must follow the path of diligently seeking good. The hidden spiritual wonders are revealed to those who diligently seek this treasure. From one point to the next, you have to follow the way of obedience to God's will until finally you reach greater and greater spiritual heights. Work on the material plane should be secondary to your real life's work. The material things that you need most are those that help you to attain the spiritual. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may keep growing spiritually. I pray that I may make this my real life's work. It's from Hazeldean Foundation, PO Box 176, Centre City, MN 55012. This is Transitions Daily. My name is Craig, and I'm an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952, 1957, 1967, 1973, 1975, 1976, 1980, 1981, 1984, 1985, 1988, 1990, or 2001.